start.
Okay, straight
Yeah.
off the bat, that's the color we should be looking for.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. So, like a ruby color with some like deep red tones towards the edge, towards the rim. And those are quite pronounced. There's a little bit of staining in the tears. You see if you turn the wine against the table and you swirl like, you just rotate
Yep.
the glass on your fingers, you see some staining, some red staining tears.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of purple to this wine.
A little bit of purple or red, yeah, red or purple to it as well, yeah, which obviously indicate a little bit of age.
2019.
Sorry, I mean extraction. 2019, not overly old, but 3 years. And then if you swirl like quite high, you see a lot of flags
Yeah.
running. They form quite nicely, like really strong and a lot of arches. Not sure if you see the same.
Mm-hmm.
And even those little arches have like a light tone of red in them as well. So yeah, again, that may be sugar, that may be ripeness of the Tempranillo, alcohol. Well, that's what we're gonna approach next.
Cool. On the nose.
Cool. I like the nose. So far, it's a medium. I think it's a medium intensity. It's not like overly
Really?
pronounced. Yeah, medium intensity. I wouldn't go too much more than that
Yep.
for sure. Now, red or black fruit? What do you pick in here?
Black fruits.
Black,
Red fruits.
red fruits. I pick much more red fruits. Yeah,
Okay.
almost like a little strawberry,
Hmm?
cranberry, sour cherry, red berry. But then as well a little bit of blue fruit. More blue fruit than black fruit. Blueberry,
More blue fruit than black fruit. Okay.
yeah, black cherry, or
Okay,
if
none
you
of
if
that.
you have black cherry or if you have black plum. For me, this is more kind of a red plum. Oh yeah, red plum is a good one, and yeah, red cherry.
Is this what you're expecting the Tempranillo to smell like?
Yeah. I mean, all those fruits are typical of a Tempranillo. Um, in this case, I would say it's a Tempranillo from a non-aged Rioja, for example, if you were to compare to
Yep.
Rioja, because traditionally most Riojas will be aged. Of course, that increases in the price because they spend time in oak and they have the oak usage. So, of course, this increases the price. But if you have, for example, a Crianza or a Joven, then there's no aging or little aging. So this is kind of where we are at a red wine from Tempranillo grapes that is very little oak aged or no new oak for
Okay.
that matter.
I think it's time, mate.
Yeah, let's do it. Saúde.
So would.
Cheers. Mm, I think it's very good.
There's one thing which I'm glad is at the start of our structure of tasting wine, which I want to get into.
Mm.
I think there's quite high acid,
Mm. It is. It is. It is.
which is surprising because in future episodes we're going to tackle a Nebbiolo, which is
Mm.
what you talk about. And you say Sangiovese
Yeah,
and
Sangiovese and Nebbiolo.
Nebbiolo, but this
Um,
is Tempranillo. Is this normal for the style?
it is quite high acid, but it's not quite high Barolo Bavaresco. I would say this medium plus acid. So
Yeah,
since we have to like kind of try to be
of
precise
course.
with what we're tasting, I would say this is medium plus acidity. It's
Expecting Nebbiolo when we have it to be high,
yeah,
not medium
yeah.
plus.
No, it should be high.
Okay.
It should be. Hopefully, is a good example.
Yeah, I think it's about 4 or 5 weeks away that episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully it will be high. And if for the guys at home when they tasting, if they able to buy the Tempranillo and the Nebbiolo side by side and compare, that's the best way. But hopefully, it's a good example of Nebbiolo in a few weeks. So sweetness, dry, bone dry.
Yep.
It is dry.
Yep. Yeah, not even a
As
sense of sweetness. Do you know how sometimes that can really
yeah.
trick me?
Mm.
No sense of sweetness.
No,
Just
that's
a dry
right.
wine.
That's right. Alcohol. How does it feel? Alcohol.
Yeah, it feels quite high to be honest.
Mm. Quite high. Where would you? What number?
13.5 or 14%.
Mm. I would say about the same. 14%. Bang on.
Nice.
Very good. 14%.
Can I quickly go? Can I swap the structure around quickly because I
Mm.
think hopefully they come into the both. The tannins is quite high for me,
Mm-hmm.
or medium plus, I would say, and that for me takes away from the body because it's drying my mouth. Whereas we talk about, maybe in white wine
Mm-hmm.
being fatty and coating the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think this might do that if the tannins weren't drying my mouth out, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. But okay, so the same thing as with acidity. When we taste a Nebbiolo, and hopefully again it's a good Nebbiolo, we should have acidity and tannins high for Nebbiolo and Sangiovese. For Tempranillo, we expect it to be medium plus acidity and tannin, or medium even,
Yep.
and body kind of medium plus full body, which I think this is. And tannins tend to be medium to medium plus, and I don't think this is more than that either, because when you try a Nebbiolo that is like really not green but astringent, like it sticks to the gums, like if you're having a black tea, this is not quite like that.
I definitely not. But for me, they, you said they're medium plus. I would, if I would have said as an amateur medium plus, which is high.
Yeah.
And so for me, how do you assess a wine around that drying of the mouth? How do you pick up on body? What can you tell me what you're assessing this body?
They tend to go alongside.
Right.
So if it's medium plus high acidity, the body kind of follows, and the same with the alcohol.
Right. Let's say you and I go to a restaurant, we choose a Tempranillo. We choose it first. We arrive, they ask, "Can I get you a drink?" We say we're going to have
a bottle of Tempranillo.
Maybe this one, the SC Pinel. What are we eating?
With this, to me, I will have to go for tapas. Like
tapas. Because of the Spanish roots of it.
Of course, it comes with what goes together. What grows together goes together.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nice.
What grows together goes together. So if you're thinking of tapas, octopus marinated in tomato and all this, these red Mediterranean flavors, capsicums even as well. I think I can go past it.
But for this, is this we have our top 3 picks now of wine. Does this creep into your top 3?
Well, I would at this stage take the other white.
Okay.
I would take the white wine off the scale. I would now go Bordeaux.
Yeah, the Chateau Homadrac.
Yeah, Bordeaux. Let's keep the Malbec.
Okay.
And second, and let's put this on third now.
Wow.
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
think so.
SC Pinel. Yep. So far, a Master Sommelier has judged yours out of 18 episodes as the top 3 pick. That's awesome. For me, it doesn't take my top 3 at this point, but wow, that's awesome, man. And of course, under $30.